This is KC Tunes and Brews. Local beer, local coffee, and local music. From the City of Fountains, I'm your host, Adam Bartling. All right, we're back in action with the KC Tunes and Brews podcast, and it has been a while. It's been a long break, but usually a break like that makes things more exciting to come back to.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are in the studio environment here in Independence with the one, the only, Mr. Alex Sons.
What up?
Man,
what up?
This is going to be a fun podcast.
I'm excited.
It's been a long time coming, and we have a lot to celebrate this summer because finally you are putting out the album that we've been working so diligently and focused in on. And I should mention, anyone watching this podcast, this should be pay-per-view just because you're drinking beer with me.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a very common occurrence for Alex, so I appreciate you having a beer on the KC Tunes and Brews, because what would the podcast be without the brews?
It'd be KC Tunes.
Right. You could have had it would be KC Tunes. You could have tried you could have had a tea.
No, I think we're good.
We could have brewed some water.
We could have brewed some water. That's a quick brew.
That's right, yeah. But anyway, here we are, and Alex Sons is here, about to release an album in July, so let's get into talking a little bit about that album.
Let's do it.
Or
man.
actually, yeah, let's talk about the album.
The album?
We'll backtrack about you later.
Wow. So, the album's been done for a while, but we're finally putting it out. I'm super stoked. I think people are going to love it. I love it. We worked really hard on this. For those of you that don't know, Adam himself produced a good portion of the album here at Razor Tone Productions. He's a man of many trades.
2 different locations.
Jack of all trades.
We worked on this.
Yeah, 2 different locations. Yeah.
So
up in that attic with all the lights.
That's right.
That was cool. Oh,
that
man.
was fun. A little crowded up there.
Yeah, I'm just really excited. We got a packed summer. We're playing a lot of shows. We're going to have some really, really cool merch. Spoiler alert, cookies. And, man, they're going to be good. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
I'm excited for the cookies.
I'm so excited for the cookies. Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah, one of the biggest things, or one of the a big point that we need to make about the release is obviously the release show.
Yes.
Which is coming up July 13th.
July 13th at Inkwell Cafe. Our
Cafe.
good buddy, Jake Savage.
Yes.
Brews, coffee.
Yes, sir.
And music.
Yes, sir.
There he is. He fits right there.
I know he's had a lot of shows there that I have missed over the last year.
Oh, my God. Me too.
A lot.
So busy. That's why the album's just now coming out.
Yeah, like when we play the show there, it's going to be like the first time I've seen Jake in months.
I know. And I'm excited. I wanted to do it at Inkwell, not only to support local. There's a lot of places I have to go to support local, but also just to support people that you know are good friends and that you know are good people trying to make a living. I wanted to support them there. Hopefully we can bring some people out. Yeah, for letting us play all these shows and hang out.
Jake's always been cool about it.
Yeah, great dude.
About very, very welcoming for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So with the other, like Alex was mentioning, we recorded, gosh, I can't think of how many tracks did we do here?
Wow.
4? How many's on it total? 7?
It's an 8-song track.
Oh, 8.
3 of them were done at Big Chair Studios with Noah Ryan.
They're great, too. This one sounds...
Yeah, no, he's great.
Fantastic.
And so we did 5 of them here. I think we only tracked 1 of them at the old spot, so 4 of them have been right here.
Falling in Love?
Yep.
Was it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's completely different than the single we released, too, so it's fun.
It's kind of
beefy.
Cool. Yeah, it is. And we had Kyle Martin jumped in on that one, correct?
Yeah, Kyle Martin's on a lot of this stuff. Kyle Martin should be here right now.
Kyle Martin should be here right now.
Freight Train.
But you can catch Kyle Martin will be out at the release show and then some other shows around. One of the biggest shows that you just kind of let us know about, which is super exciting, is the Santa Caligon.
Yeah,
coming up in August.
Yeah, Santa Caligon, August 30th.
That's gonna be sweet.
Oh, man. Yep, 6 o'clock. They haven't announced a headliner yet, but I'm opening for them, so hopefully it's somebody really cool.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, man.
That's such a mystery.
I know. That's the crazy part. And last year they had the people booked by now, so I'm hoping that just means it's going to be someone really exciting if it's such a mystery still. But
Yeah.
that's going to be
just haven't
fun.
found anyone yet.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll end up headlining. That'd be amazing.
Oh, how about that? We'll make them raise the price a little bit.
Right? Yeah.
Man, no, that'll be fun. I can't wait. There's always a ton of people at Santa Calagon. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be cool. We went there the first year that we moved here, and we saw, I don't know who it was, some band from Tennessee was opening up for a band called Madison Rising.
Yeah.
And, honestly, I was a little disappointed in the turnout that night. But
Really?
yeah.
I went to
at the stage. The rest of the festival was packed, but the stage was not.
They do kind of keep it off to the side. I went to Kenny Wayne Shepherd last year, who is like one of my favorite guitar players, one of the guys I grew up watching. Between him and John Mayer, just the two most influential guitar players I got. And they were pretty packed for Kenny Wayne. But, I mean, Santa Calagon's like a religion here. It is.
It's, Man, they got so many.
Man.
It's just amazing to me how much food, even just
food,
one
vendors.
stand has,
Oh, my gosh.
So,
You can find fried anything there. It's the
Yeah.
most Independence thing I've ever
I
been
actually
at.
did have a fried Oreo or something. There,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I just
You
had
can
to have
find
it.
You can't not.
Yeah.
Good
So that's
stuff.
cool. You're going to play that festival.
I
this
can't
year.
wait. I've played the
Amazing.
community stage a couple times, but we're growing up. We're going to be on the big boy stage
Yeah,
this
that's
year,
awesome,
so
man. And
I'm excited.
I'm so honored that I get to be there with you, man.
Man,
That's
I'm
gonna be
excited for you to
cool.
play drums.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
gonna be
wait.
fun. So the lineup for the release show, I guess, is going to be Alex, obviously, because he wrote all the songs and he's the main performer. And then backing him up is going to be Kyle Martin and then Dave Farley.
Yeah,
And
Dave's
then
laying down the bass.
myself when I can be there.
Yeah,
So,
man. The release show, it's going to be fun.
What time's that going down?
The release show is 7 to 9 p.m. at Inkwell Cafe in Inglewood District in Independence. It's going to be so much fun. It's a really cool spot if you haven't been there before. It's an
across
up-and-coming arts district. So
Yeah, I noticed they've been doing a lot of construction down there. Like they're laying some new sidewalks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
along
Here in
the
a couple years,
Yeah.
Inglewood's going to be the spot.
Yeah, man, it looks great down there. And that theater, if they bring that back, that's going to be amazing.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to blow up. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I've already seen some really positive changes in Independence since I've been here.
Oh, yeah,
It's been
especially
pretty
that
exciting.
Inglewood area. Like I think they got legitimate tax dollars going to that area specifically here in the
Nice.
next couple of years. So
So, yeah, speaking of that, next Saturday, I guess, well, not in podcast terms. I always do that because the Saturday, so on what's next Saturday's date from this recording?
that is 22nd.
July
July 22nd.
June 22nd.
June 22nd.
Yeah. They're doing a show to raise money for the theater right down
Yeah,
there.
we're going to make a surprise appearance.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
not too surprised, but
I hope I
we're
didn't
going to be there.
ruin that segment right there just because of the fact that I'm not sure when we're trying to
Well,
put
who
this
knows?
out.
We'll cut it if it's no bueno.
Yeah, we could just cut that out. Or just leave it in.
I like it.
My thing about this podcast is I really don't want it to sound scripted, and I want there
Not
to be
at all.
mistakes. I mean,
I
it's
love
supposed to
it.
be laid back.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be too serious when you're drinking beer and doing music and talking
Not at
about
all.
Kansas City. Which, speaking of Kansas City, this background here needs to change. I got Colorado there, and I got this Fat Tire poster, which I actually got that from Jake. So it's really cool. I love the poster.
that's awesome.
But in terms of using this area of the basement as the podcast recording area, we probably should have something back there that's related to Kansas City.
I mean, you got a Boulevard coaster.
That's true.
That's close
I got this one's from Nashville, I think.
Oh, well, that one doesn't count
But
then.
there's a boulevard there.
There you go.
Anyway. All right, so that's coming up July 13th, 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
District. So,
yeah, there's going to be some awesome merch.
You going to have an opener or anything?
Yeah, TBD, to be determined.
Okay. Nice.
We're working on that. Merch.
T-shirts.
Yeah, giveaways, all that fun stuff.
Heck
It's
yeah.
going to be a fun night.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get some of that merch.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of the designs. Alex's girlfriend's actually a fantastic graphic designer.
Bomb.com. I got the best logos in KC.
That's right. Right there. And it's easy communication for you.
It's so easy.
Yeah, there's no like email threads or anything. Just, hey babe, can you
Yep.
But she actually, if you've seen the Razor Tone logo, she is responsible for that. Her and Andrea kind of came up with the idea, and then Melody
Put it in
put it
action.
together and put it in action, and it was awesome, and I
Yep.
love it.
Good stuff.
So
I'm excited.
can you believe it's already been a year almost since we did that whole branding change?
Man,
and-
I mean, we Fall in Love was over a year ago.
I know.
I haven't really seen any music in over a year.
What's crazy to me is how new this record's going to be to
everybody else. It's been like almost 2 years. We've been hanging around it.
It's been on my iTunes on my phone since for a year.
Yep.
So we finalized it the day that we went to labor, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was last August. 25th.
Carter.
So, but there's nothing wrong with waiting, man. It's worth it. Worth the wait for sure.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun summer. I think we picked the right time.
Definitely, yeah.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, sir. So do you want to play some music?
Let's do it.
Talk about some music and then play some music?
Let's do it.
Or just play some music? I'm bummed, though. Alex is using my Telecaster today, but he has a really sweet guitar that was custom made here in Kansas City as well. But it's at the church at the moment, right?
Phileo Guitar Company.
It's out in Kansas side, correct?
Yeah, my buddy Mike Reynolds makes them out in Spring Hill, I think.
Nice.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
He's
you should
great.
see this guitar. Actually,
you'll see it if you come to the show.
For the video portion of this, maybe right now would be the time where we flash an image of that guitar.
Yes, let's do it. I like it.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really cool.
All right.
Actually, before you play it real quick, how much of the record was done with that guitar?
Oh, I
all
think
the electric, right?
pretty much all of it.
That's right.
We have that one little where I played some of the telly with the hot rails, but I don't even know if we used that.
That's right. You got that guitar towards the end of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really dirty.
It is. I like
love
it, though. Ooh. Speaking of dirty.
Speaking of dirty.
So this will be the first podcast we've introduced to electric, and I like it. I think it's going to be cool.
Yep. I think I'm going to play Right or Left, which is the first song I ever released.
Nice. That's before I even knew you.
Yeah. And I don't play it that much anymore because I think it's a little cheesy, but I was listening to it the other day. It's just a good song.
I like it
and
a
I
lot.
just need to get over it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, because I like it. People obviously like it. It's my most played song. When I look at all the analytics, it gets played more than any song I put out. So
It's very well written, man.
You know, and it really goes into the concept of this whole record, too. So I'm excited.
Yeah, let's talk concept after the track.
Let's do that.
Yeah, all right.
I'm down. All right, here we go. Out of sight, but in my mind, I wish I could just hear a whine. Just imagine all this time I could be calling mine. Don't know. Right or left, yes or no. Thought I had this in control. How could I be so wrong? How could I be so wrong? I had you here, where did you go? Guess you do reap what you sow. Why did it take so long? Why did it take so long? So long. I chose him and I chose her. I wish I could just hear a verse. But again, it could be worse. You could be the one that's her. Oh no, no. Right or left, yes or no. I had this in control. How could I be so wrong? How could I be so wrong? I had you here, where did you go? Guess you do reap what you sow. Why did it take so long? Why did it take so long? Long, so long, long. Not a moment, not a day that ever make me fade away from the way I feel for you. Without your presence, I'm not whole. You're around, I lose control. If only I could have you. Oh, no. to know. I thought I had this in control. How could I be so wrong? How could I be so wrong? How'd you hit? Where did you go? I guess you do reap what you sow. Why did it take so long? Why did it take so long?
Very nice.
Whew.
I like hearing it stripped down because I know it from the record.
Oh yeah, on the record it's a banger, but
that's a big, huge production.
I know, and Noah did a really good job of that because
yeah.
I mean, I write all these songs, just sit down with my guitar, and they're these soft, stripped down songs in my head, and then I always need to find somebody else. There we go. We'll fix that.
Need to find somebody else to.
I always need to find somebody else to kind of make it bigger picture. Listen to it a little different than I do, which is what I really, really appreciate about hanging out in the studio. Because really, when it comes down to it, that's the most fun thing about this whole process.
Oh, yeah.
It's just hanging out in the studio with the guys, making music.
Exactly. If you got the right musicians in there with the right mindset, you can. It's really endless what you can do.
I know.
It's really cool because if you got a good musician, and this is just from years of experience with it, it's like you don't waste any time trying to plan everything and get these parts figured out. It's building, building, and it's good building the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's exciting and a lot of fun and very addicting.
Oh, so addicting. I want to be back in the studio right now, and I got a record I'm supposed to promote.
Yeah.
But
Get
I mean,
this one out and then
yeah, I'm ready to start all over again. But going back to the whole concept idea of it too, it's so cool to see these songs from their birth become an entire album with the whole storyline. You know.
Yeah.
Because for me, one of the things I want to do with every record I make, especially, but really this one to start off, is I want to capture what I think is missing in a lot of pop music. Because so many pop artists and singer-songwriters and folk artists and singers really spend so much time trying to break out every detail of a song and squeeze out all the meaning in a song and pack all this meaning into one song, but then just scatter a bunch of random songs inside a record and think it's going to mean something to somebody.
Right.
And I think a big product of that is the streaming and the shuffle button. And, nobody really listens to songs front to back, albums front to back anymore. But, in the hip-hop world with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and, artists like that I really respect, anytime they have a new album come out, shuffle is off and I'm listening straight through because I know they're telling me something.
Right.
The storyline means something. And I want to do that with this record. I wanted to make a story that really meant something to somebody. And really, it can mean something to anybody, I think, this record, with the way I laid it out. And, it's called Hope in the Heartbreak. And the whole point of it is the story of what it means to go through heartbreak, and how tough that can be and how dark it can feel when you just feel broken and alone. But the story of learning to pick yourself back up, fall in love again, and how that's not always perfect either. And the whole timeline of what is it like when two broken people that have been through a bunch of stuff come together and learn how to be in a healthy, functioning relationship again.
Nice, yeah.
And so the end of this record is Hope in the Heartbreak, and I really, really wanted to hone in on the uncomfortable, weird, tense parts of a relationship that everybody goes through, but no love songs sing about.
Right, yeah.
I think that's my favorite songwriter. One of my favorite songwriters ever is Sting. And I love it because he writes about love in ways that nobody else does. Right? And I have a completely different view than Sting. Right? He writes Roxanne, which is a song about falling in love with a prostitute.
Right, yeah.
Or Every Breath You Take, which is about a stalker.
I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
And he's writing love songs about falling in love with the hooker and falling in love and being a stalker and
Right.
all these things that no ordinary love song goes through. And for me, I wanted to take it and just talk about the weird, tense moments, like how scary it is to get into a committed relationship after you just got your heart broken.
It is, yeah.
It's crazy scary. And anytime you get into those big life moments, right? Like you just had a kid,
Right.
right? It's scary. And things like that. Anytime those big life moments happen, it's not always sunshine and roses like the social media age we live in. And
everyone's got a perfect life on
yes,
Facebook. Right?
Everybody does.
Yeah.
And because you can make yourself whoever you want on social media. And so I wanted to make music to where people don't feel like they're the only ones going through weird things in their relationship. And that it doesn't mean that you should give up, because it means the other person's probably going through those weird things too. And that everybody's broken, everybody's scarred, and we're going to make it through this together.
Yeah, I like it. It's
So-
awesome. The album starts off with So Long.
Yeah, which is just all about like, all right,
Is it a farewell? It's a farewell.
it's a
track.
farewell track. Like,
then-
okay, you've been messing around.
Yeah.
You know how everybody at the start of a breakup sits
Right.
and they think, okay, good riddance, I don't need them.
Right.
And then a week later,
The
they're
emotions.
sobbing in their car.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's like, yeah, I'm good, and then it's like straight back to like,
No, I'm not good.
not good at all.
I'm not good at all.
So
No.
then it hits track 2, which is
Right or left, the one
Right
we
or
just
Left.
played.
Yeah,
You know, and so,
I like it. I like the concept of it all.
you know, and I really feel like pop music, and that's one of the things that it's missing,
Mm-hmm.
is we try and shove so much meaning into one song that it goes over our listeners' heads because we think we're clever as songwriters.
Right.
And instead, what we need to do is we need to tell stories the way stories are meant to be told, which is over time.
Mm-hmm.
And not just in a 3-minute span. If
Right.
I wanted to tell you a good story, if I had a really, really good story, think movies, think books. If I had a really good story to tell you, I'm not going to tell it to you in 3.5 minutes.
No way.
It's just not going to happen. And a lot of songwriters sit and they think, how can I put this entire life experience into this song that I'm making right now?
Yeah.
And it's just not possible.
Right.
And so what I want to do, I wanted to take the album and I wanted to make it mean something. I wanted the track order to mean something, even though 90% of people aren't going to listen to it in order. I wanted it to mean something for the people that do.
Well, if anyone listens to this podcast,
They will.
Yeah. Do not listen to the album for the first time, at least on shuffle.
Listen through and then shuffle as much as you
Right,
want.
yeah.
I get it. Listen through because whatever period you're at in your life, whether it's heartbreak, you'll have hope that you'll make it through because everybody has.
Right.
Or whether it's tense, weird times in your relationship, and you'll have hope that that's just normal and that's the way it is, and you're going to make it through this, and it's not always going to be roses. And whether you're at the end and you're in a great emotional place and
Yeah.
life is perfect, to know that you made it through all those weird things
Exactly,
and
yeah.
to celebrate it. So wherever you're at in life, I really feel like there's a spot in this record that anybody can.
That's what's kind of nice about like vinyl
Yeah.
is that if you throw the old 33 down, you can't really shuffle, as far as I know.
I mean, there's probably some weird way to do it.
Right.
Not
The
really.
needle jumps over, but it's
Yeah.
it's very authentic that way. And that's kind of why I still support like CD printing and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's way. I guess it's not more difficult to listen in order. You know.
No,
As
it's not more
but
difficult. It's
Spotify-
just
yeah.
you're
it's-
not going to fall in love with every song.
Exactly.
And you know the way today is with Spotify, everybody has their list, and you put the songs you like on your list, and you shuffle it. And
It's just way too. Spotify is just way too like hit the next button. I feel
I
that way all
know.
the time. I'm like, gosh, Spotify has so many songs. Yeah, this one's good, but
yeah,
the
no,
next
no.
one.
Oh, that's the exact song I'm feeling right now.
Trying to focus in on
Yeah.
an album, you know.
No,
So,
you just really don't do it. It's almost impossible.
yeah,
Which is another reason why, I'm printing CDs.
I know.
I wasn't going to.
I'm
'cause,
excited.
But I'm going to make some CDs, and we'll have them at the shows, and I think it'll be a real cool opportunity for people to really hear a concept album that's not too deep and going to go over your head, but also it's not just an album where I just threw a bunch of songs that I thought had a lot of meaning in them, but none of them are connected.
Right. Yeah.
So
Cool.
I'm
really
pretty
like.
pumped.
Yeah, I really like the concept, and I'm glad you do it that way because I kind of am the same way. Call me old school, but when it comes to like a band that I know and grew up with, or
Yeah.
and they like if they're still around, for example, Third Eye Blind. I think they just released an album not long ago.
Yeah.
I'm the shuffle comes off when these bands that I know come out.
The ones you really respect.
Because I want to listen to it from song 1 to song 10 or whatever, not song 7 to song 3 to song 5. So
yeah, because they put actual thought into that. Like the artist worked hard to think, how can I best tell this story?
Yep. It's too bad you can't like be in control of how the shuffle button is going to work.
How the shuffle button works. Yeah. Well, I guess that it wouldn't necessarily be a shuffle button, but man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just as guilty.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
You know, I shuffle almost every album I listen to. You know, but like I said, there are those few guys that when you hear them, you know, okay, this album really is going to mean something front to back, and I want to understand what it means. I'm going to listen to it all the way through at least once. That's my favorite thing to do on road trips. Yeah. Is, you know, turn on To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar and just listen to it front to back. I mean, that thing's in the Harvard Library, right?
Wow. I didn't know that.
You know, and
that's sweet.
They tell the stories that get told in these really, truly great albums. Because that's not an album you can just turn on shuffle. And that's why people sometimes get lost in how great he is as a hip-hop artist, is because he tells these stories. And if you just put his album on shuffle, you're like, whatever.
Right. Just like anything else.
Yeah, but if you listen through it, he tells these intricate, detailed stories. And I could never be that level of songwriter, but I play my hand, and I try.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
So, yeah, let's talk. You mentioned Kendrick Lamar a few times, but what other influences you got?
Oh, my.
I know you got a ton of different ones.
Ton of influences. I just pull them from all over the place. You know, when it comes to singing, Otis Redding, I think, is just one of the greatest singers ever. He finished recording his album, he finished recording Dock of the Bay, and then tragically passed.
Really?
Like, leaving the studio.
No kidding.
Yeah. I think it was a helicopter crash, might have been a plane crash, but some kind of flying object.
Wow.
And then that song became one of the greatest songs of all time, and Otis Redding has this way of capturing emotion with just his voice that I don't think a lot of people can. Like, I can literally feel him when he sings. Yeah. I can feel whatever pain he's singing about or whatever joy. Like, he sings from a different place than everybody else does, it feels like. So, Otis Redding, obviously, I'm the biggest John Mayer fanboy on the planet.
I knew that one was going to come up.
Yeah, I'm the biggest John Mayer fanboy. I had a buddy of mine just message me on the way here. Said my music reminded him of John Mayer.
Oh, there you go.
And I was like, dude, that's the best compliment you could ever give me.
Yeah.
I said, I'm in love with you. Yeah. Thank you.
I know.
I owe my life.
I know if you hear that, you're going to be bound down to these people telling you.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so.
I know. Gosh, who else? Well, you sent me a whole playlist of stuff recently.
The band Camino, love them.
Right, yeah. It's good stuff.
One of my favorite bands. Ben Rector. I've loved Ben Rector since before it was cool. You know, get on my hipster soapbox.
You got some hipster in you.
A little bit, but Ben Rector is great. I love him. So just guys like that and just pulling from everywhere. Like I said, Sting.
Right, that's good stuff too.
Yeah, the Police.
I was going to say, I love the Police, man.
I'm not big in Sting's solo stuff as much, but the Police,
I know,
oh my goodness.
I remember growing up with the Police, man. And
the way they were able to mix reggae and classic rock and... Yeah, great stuff.
Beautifully done.
Yeah.
So how did you get into music? I know you do a lot of church stuff, right?
Yeah, that's not necessarily... Yeah.
How'd you get into all this music stuff? You grew up with it, obviously. It seems like you're naturally talented with it, so... Kind
of. I didn't really start until I was like 11 or 12.
Really? What was the first instrument? Guitar?
Yeah. Me and my brother just kind of started taking guitar lessons because my dad worked with this guy who's in this band. He's like, he's the lead singer for a band, I don't know how to describe it, 9 Inch Nailsy.
Oh, okay. Some industrial
Yes,
metal.
there you go. Yeah. That's why you're here, Adam, to tell me about the different kinds of metal.
Yeah, there's so many different weird ones now. It's just stupid.
But we started taking guitar lessons, and that was only for about a month, and then my parents went out and they got me this Starcaster, which I thought it was a Stratocaster. And so I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, man, I really love this Strat. It was a Starcaster.
Yeah, nice.
Which is the cheapy Strat. But still, there's something about that first guitar that I still love the way it sounds when I play it.
Still have that guitar?
I still have it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I love it.
You should record an interlude or something with it.
Yeah, something weird and just people don't know. But so I started playing that, and then I just kind of taught myself on YouTube. I was like 11, 12 years old in that range, and then I played at a school talent show when I was 14. And from there,
I think I've seen that video.
Yeah, I started playing
You look
open
so
mics. Yeah. Started playing open mics. I met Kyle Freight Train Martin playing open mic at Main Street Coffee House.
A badass duo.
Yeah, that's what
It's fun to watch.
We have this sort of chemistry now, and we do it to each other all the time when we play. Where I'll play an actual gig, and I'll just kind of look at him, and I'll be like, "This one's in B flat, Kyle."
Yeah.
And then we just go.
I remember, that's how it always goes with you guys. And then
Yeah.
you just ad-lib through it, but it seems like you practice the song.
Yeah, and he's just so good at picking up on that stuff. He's so talented.
I need to hang out with Kyle again. It's been way too long. I'm glad that we're going to be doing some rehearsals coming up this summer.
Oh, yeah, we're going to hang out a lot.
So it's going to be cool.
It's going to be a fun summer. It's going to be a wild time. I'm going to be so tired.
Yeah, but tired in a good way.
Yes.
A rewarding tired.
Very rewarding tired.
Very excited to see where you go with the record here.
I'm excited. I don't have much planned as far as post going after the fall.
Right.
But I just know that we hopefully are going to catch a lot of momentum going into the September, October. And we'll see where it takes us.
I think the Santa Caligon thing might be really good for you, for sure.
I think it'll be fun. It's just, I've grown up here in Independence, and like I said, Santa Caligon, it's like, I don't know, it's like a cult.
It's like
people just love it.
Yeah, they sure do.
So many people show up. It's packed. A bunch of weird people. Like, just you get the entire scope of what Independence is at Santa Caligon.
That's very true.
It feels like 75% of Independence is at Santa Caligon that entire weekend. It's an event, and so it'll be really cool growing up, going to it, having a good time, and then getting to play it. It'll be fun.
This is your first time playing it?
I mean, I played like the community stage,
but the main stage is really cool.
This is the first time being on the main stage.
Not what I was expecting to hear. I was like so excited about it, man.
Well, me too. Cool. But sometimes the cards just fall.
Yeah, good for you. You're very humble, which is it makes you even more fun to work with and be around.
Try to be
for sure.
I try to be. It's
I'm playing.
I mean, I'm all right.
I'm playing. It'll be Rockfest or something next. Yeah, man, main stage of Rock.
Oh my gosh, if I played Rockfest, that would be the weirdest thing that's ever happened to Rockfest.
It would be different. You'd have to amp your songs up a little bit. I mean, more distortion is what I mean. Just play them all the same, but just put some distortion.
But I mean, when I was playing in a band in high school, with a bunch of people that were, married with kids way older than I was.
Right.
And we would play venues like the Aftershock and the All-Star, and we were playing like these metal shows, and we were like a blues rock band. And to be fair, like, people loved us. We'd go up there and have a good time, but
I will tell you, I have a totally new scope not scope, but admiration, I suppose. Yeah. Respect for blues and kind of the blues rock scene that Kansas City has, Not something I ever grew up around, and it's just it surrounds me here.
Yeah.
And it's really different than what I'm used to, and I really enjoy it. So it's cool.
And, my dad my dad was always listening to like Kenny Wayne Shepherd or George Thorogood or Stevie Ray Vaughan, those kind of guys. So I've always loved the blues.
Yeah.
And then remember I saw Guitar Center sessions when they were doing that on DirecTV of Kenny Wayne, and it was like one of like the iconic moments for me of like seeing that, and like, I want to do that. I want to play guitar like that. And I don't think I'll ever play guitar like that. But, I mean, I really owe it to him and the John Mayers of the world for, like, why I play guitar.
Yeah, so you have more influences in your mind that'll probably just continue to come up that you even...
Oh, my gosh, they'll always come up.
Yeah, you'll forget about, and then you'll be like...
No, because I always tell people, Otis Redding taught me how to sing.
Yeah.
He gave me singing lessons, and watching John Mayer play gave me guitar lessons,
Mix the two together. That is kind of what you are.
And I just...
You're a hybrid.
That whole pop, soul, singer-songwriter, folky thing, like, I just kind of write. And sometimes I'll listen to a song and be like, this sounds way too country for me to be singing it.
Yeah.
And actually, when Hope and the Heartbreak came out, we were just kind of sending the mixes out to people that we respected their music opinion. And my buddy's dad came back and he said, yeah, both people I sent that to said they thought it was a country song.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, that sounds nothing like a country song to me. But
Yeah, that's like the most poppy one on the record.
I know it's between that or Right or Left, and
But to be fair, there's a lot of stuff on the country radio now that I'm surprised is on country radio.
Don't get me started, because I love old country music.
Yeah, no, me
I'm
too.
not a fan of the pop country stuff.
Yeah, or the country rap and
that weird. No, get it out of here.
But yeah, some of those radio station country songs, I'm just blown away. I'm like, is this what? I
don't
listen
listen
on a country station. Man.
I mean, I grew up listening to country music. I mean, we listened to
Mm-hmm.
blues rock, and anytime we were in the car, if the radio was on, it was on, one of the country stations, and we just flip between them.
Yeah,
and it's probably like 90% of what I listened to before I was, 11, 12.
Yeah,
and
that's the same for me.
It's just gotten so poppy and weird.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to think about
very,
it.
very weird. So, but speaking of music, you want to jump in?
Let's play something.
Let's play a couple.
Let's do that.
Let's do a couple. Let's do some VH1 storytellers about the tracks too.
VH1 storytellers.
I know we've mentioned a lot about the concept of the album and stuff, but we didn't really specifically speak about the
song by song. That's another idea that I think would be cool if I put out just like little 8-series mini podcast.
That'd be cool.
Of me just breaking down each song and what it means to the album.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Thought about
Heartbreak with commentary.
With commentary. That's exactly what that is. I don't know why I made it sounds so revolutionary. Like, we're going to do this one. Oh, it's just album commentary.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Fallen in Love. This is the first song we tracked together.
That's right. Yeah. Do you remember? So, just a quick backtrack. Alex agreed to do this little mini video series thing I had this idea for. It didn't turn out very good because we were upstairs in this house.
I showed up in a beat-up Mizzou hoodie.
That's right.
Yeah.
You did. And then I had all these mics going there, and I don't know what happened, but there was a bunch of FM radio noise going on.
That's the weirdest thing about that whole place.
It was crazy, man. So, but, and then we ended up I don't know, it's probably like a couple weeks later or whatever, we started doing this track.
Yeah.
For real, so.
Well, I mean, I had just wrote the track, and it's one of those things where where I write music always blows my mind, because I can almost always, with 90% of songs, you can pinpoint the moment or a moment when the song first is born.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't write the entire song in one sitting most of the time. I'd say maybe 50-60% of the time you don't. Sometimes it all just comes to you, and you just tweak it. But
yeah.
I was at a fishing trip down at Taneycomo in Branson with my dad's church, and I'm sitting in the room, and I just start playing that little lick that starts the song, and the whole... And I just kind of went through with it, and then it eventually became this really poppy kind of love song. But, and this is one of the songs that I really think encapsulates the awkward tension, the weird parts of love and being in a serious relationship, is because the song is all about just how frightening it is.
Right, yeah.
To get to a serious relationship and fall in love, and how it's really scary.
It sure is.
And it is for both people. And you're like, oh, who knows how
scary.
This is going to go.
It's scary no matter which way it's going to go.
I know, exactly.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, because if it's great, then that's a whole nother set of responsibilities and life changes that just get you even more scared. And then if it goes down the toilet, then
you're right back where you were.
You're right back at so long.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, this is Falling in Love. I love the song so much. I'm really excited for it's right in the middle of the record, and I think it really encapsulates the record as a whole. So I love it. Here it is. Well, I've been deciphering what's going on in my head, and I pray you don't forget what I've said. And I think I finally understand that you've been worry about what's going on in my head, yes. And you pray you don't forget what I've said. And I don't think we understand. We're falling in love now, and it's so scary. But I'm hoping you let me give this a try. We're falling in love, and I'm so mesmerized, feeling electrified by your touch. So here goes. You and I are jumping in the unknown. Please don't let me let go. And we can watch our lives unfold. So where to? After all the things that you and I have been through, your eyes tell me you're scared too. But this whole world is just me and you. We're falling in love now, and it's so scary. But I'm hoping you let me give this a try. We're falling in love, and I'm so mesmerized, feeling electrified by your touch. Falling in love, no, no, no. We're falling in love now, and it's so scary. But I'm hoping you let me give this a try. We're falling in love, and I'm so mesmerized, feeling electrified by you. We're falling in love now, and it's so scary. But I'm hoping you let me give this a try. We're falling in love, and I'm so mesmerized, feeling electrified by your touch. By your touch. It's hard playing those songs without those monster Kyle Martin guitar
Those guitar
solos.
leads and
Oh
everything,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, but I still love it stripped down, and these podcasts are really fun for me because I get to be the only audience.
Yeah, it's
You know,
just you.
I hate fighting crowds and stuff, so it's just like this is very
Man,
intimate. For
that's
me.
the worst part about
I
concerts.
know. I love concerts though, but man,
Me too. When
sometimes
you're at
just
those,
standing in line.
I took Melody to a Maggie Rogers concert because she just loves that girl, and there were these girls with drink in hand, like
yeah,
almost like in between Melody and I. They were so close behind us,
Yeah.
like wedging in between us. And I'm
Yeah.
like, can we not? What are we doing?
yeah. But hey, it's America, and we shouldn't complain about the awesome stuff like that we get to do.
Oh no,
You know what I
no!
mean?
Don't get me wrong. Not complaining. Well, I
Right.
guess complaining.
Right, yeah.
But
But
yeah.
I just love hearing this stuff up close and personal. I've been so stoked about this podcast for a while, so it's finally happening. It's
I'm
you
excited.
know how fast life goes, and then all of a sudden you're doing what you were hoping to do.
Well, we finished this album in August.
Yeah, a year ago, almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
And
Well, you became busy, man. You're a teller now, right? You're
I'm a banker.
yeah.
Don't sell me short, Adam.
Oh, he's a banker. Yes, I'm sorry.
No, I'm working at the bank, working
Yeah.
at the church,
Yeah, he's a
playing
busy guy.
music, all that fun stuff. But, you know, I don't have too much time to... Before long, I'm going to be wishing I was doing this.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, there's no rush though.
No,
That's
no
the beauty.
rush.
That's
but
the beauty about it.
it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm 21, 22.
Yeah.
Do it right now while I can. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Have a good time. So I'm pumped.
So speaking of church, you got another album coming out,
I got some songs we're working on.
right?
Yeah. I don't know when, but we're working on some worship stuff, which is completely
cool.
separate from this. It'll be great. It's going to sound awesome. I'm excited. I have no clue what I'm going to do with that, to be honest with you.
I can't wait to hear it, though.
It might
really
be
excited.
2-3 years the way this album went before.
Yeah, you gotta stay tuned. 3 years later,
Yeah, here.
well, I'll be like 40.
2025.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's going to get to the point where I've recorded like several albums and I'm just sitting on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well
But that's what's fun about it, though, because then you can just release a bunch of it at once.
Yeah.
Look, I put out 10 albums this week.
Talk about a concept.
Right? Yeah.
I just told 3 life stories. This next song is probably my favorite song I've ever written. And it encapsulates the whole idea of 90% of relationships, which is that moment when you realize that I'm broken and so are they, and neither of us are perfect, and we both have our flaws, and we both were super scared for the other person to know our flaws. But now we realize we both have flaws, and we're going to love each other and be there through it. And I don't have to hide that. I love it. I think it's some of my best songwriting. So here's Scars. Where do you hide? Where do you go? Who do you call? Who do you show? Who you are. Follow your heart, follow your soul, but wherever you are, no, you're not alone. I'm not too far. Oh, and you and I could find who we are tonight. Show me, oh, me. We're lonely, but here we are. Oh, and we'll go where only we know, and we'll let go and show our scars. Hey, yes. You and I, a brand new start. Taking my hand, taking my heart. We'll fly away. Oh, I can't believe I found my dream. Trust my words, I'll never leave. I'm here to stay. And we'll take this world by storm. Spread our wings. And so, no. Oh, show me. Oh, hold me. We're lonely, no. But here we are. Oh, we'll go where only we know, and we'll let go and show our scars. And through good times and rough, your smile will be enough. Show me, Oh. There's always this falsetto run that I want to do. I'm so scared to do it, so I never do it. It's something up there. I'm always so scared I'm not going to hit it.
Well, it's just you and I. It's good practice for that big release show coming up.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So we'll have the band play, and then we'll take about a 15-minute, and we'll just strip it down acoustic.
Yeah, nice. Just like this.
Strip open a dance floor.
That's the next thing I was going to say and comment about you. I like how dynamically different the album is and just your music in general. Like you can go straight to it's a heavy, nice full band song, and then you can strip it that low.
Well, I loved that we didn't do anything with this song.
Yeah, I like it just the way it is as well.
Because when I wrote the song, and I was like, man, this song is so good. I want us to do the best we possibly can with this. And I'm thinking this, and we'll put a cello in there, and we'll do this. And we'll have this big, massive chorus. And when it got down to it, it's like, this song just needs to be played. Just me and a guitar.
It's perfect how it is. I think you made the right choice with the way you did it, for sure. That one and Pressure is the other. Those are the two acoustic ones.
Yeah. I rap in Pressure.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, I'm so scared for people to hear that.
That's going to be fun.
I haven't listened to it since. That's the only song on the record I've stayed away from.
You just haven't listened to it?
Yeah.
Huh. You're scared to listen to it, or what's the deal there?
I'm just a little scared to listen to it.
Yeah. It's good, man. Yeah, it's good.
Man, in my worst nightmares, this album, because I think we've got, from a songwriting standpoint, I think I've got probably 5 to 6 of these songs that I think are just really good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Just really good songs. And then other of them, I think, fit the concept so well that they had to be in the record.
Right.
Whether I think they're my 8 best songs, no. I've got songs that I go back and I was like, why didn't I put that on there? But when you talk about building it in a concept, it just didn't fit.
Right.
And they're great songs, and they're some of my favorites to play. But I think there's some really, really, really good songs on here.
I love it.
I'm really proud of it.
Pressure, Alex took it upon himself to play the drums in too, right? His Pressure.
Yeah, that and
That's
Echo.
awesome.
I played the drums
and Echo as well. That's right.
because I guess Echo's the weirdest song of all time.
It is just very. Alex has this rhythm in his head that works for him, but no one else can follow. And originally, I thought it was me, but turns out Kyle Martin was also confused, so I felt a little less crazy. All right, so speaking of the album being released, this is going to be available on all streaming platforms. We got Spotify, Amazon, Google Play Store, YouTube. What else is there?
iTunes, the big one.
Oh, yeah, iTunes, of course, iTunes.
iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all of it. Wherever you listen to music, you're going to be able to find it.
I know that when you distribute as an indie artist now using the tools at hand, it'll put it on all sorts of stuff that I've never even heard of, too.
I know. I don't even know where all my music is.
You could literally Google search Alex Sons.
My music is in some weird places, I would imagine. I have no idea where it's at.
And Melody, your girlfriend, has done all the artwork,
all my logo work. When you see that, it's her.
Right.
She did it, so.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And she did the designs for the hats and the hoodie. You said hoodies or T-shirts?
T-shirts. We're doing T-shirts, stickers, cookies, hats.
Yes. Right.
I'm really excited about the hats.
Yeah, me too. They'll be available that night.
Everything's going to be available.
I'm going to get one.
Barring anything wild.
Yeah.
Everything will be available.
Nice.
July 13th, the release show.
7 to 9 at Inkwell.
It's gonna be a party. I cannot wait.
Do you think is it gonna be inside the shop, or are they gonna do it out on the street like they've been doing sometimes?
I don't know. Probably not out on the street. I think they gotta get like a permit for that. But
the door open.
Yeah.
Some of that summertime breeze in.
Yep. I hope we hit capacity at Inkwell. That's the goal. That's the goal.
So too. That'd be fantastic.
So yeah, I can't wait. Playing show there, and then I'm playing a bunch of shows in July. Then I get a little break for the start of August, and we're going to play a bunch of shows at the end of August and start of September. Those will be announced, including Santa Calagon. Yeah. So those will be announced.
You got one set in stone in Lee Summit, correct?
Yep, August 23rd. Lee Summit Music in the Park, one of my favorite places to play, right out there by the railroads. It's just in the park. A bunch of people show up. We just set up, hang out, and play.
Yep. We did it last year.
Yeah, we're just right there in the park playing music.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite places to play because downtown Lee Summit is one of the best places in all of KC, I think. Their downtown is awesome. And the square is great, and downtown Lee Summit is amazing. So
It is.
I'm excited. So we're going to have a bunch of content coming. A bunch of merch. I'm going to be wearing my stuff everywhere. People are going to think I'm full of myself just because Melody did such a good job with these logos. I can't wait to wear them.
Just tell them you're proud of Melody's design.
That's exactly what it is, is the thing. I could care less if my name's on it. Yeah. I just think they're great. Well, I guess one of them has my whole face on it. So, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
That's going to look funny.
Yeah, if I wore my own
t-shirt
face.
Of yourself.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, I'm Alex Sons.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a wild summer, and we'll see where it takes us into the fall.
You know, I would encourage people to actually buy the album.
Yeah?
Go to iTunes and actually buy this thing.
You know, it's going to be available for pre-order July 1.
There you go.
So
do it.
Hopefully this podcast will be out by July 1.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to pre-order. You can pre-save. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm just so excited. I put this off for so long. I don't know why, because I'm so pumped right now. And I'm so stressed with all of it. And I can't.
It's all good, though. That's all good stuff.
Man.
That moment that you play that first chord supporting that record come out, man, you're going to feel all of the...
Oh, yeah.
Everything like, yes, this is it. This is the moment.
The band's going to sound good. We're going to get some really good rehearsals in. And we're going to be feeling good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
A lot of fun shows.
Yep. So, all right, man. Well, I'm so happy that you were able to come over.
No, I appreciate you
having
having
me
me
and kind of do this podcast with me, and I'm very excited to continue working with you in the future.
I can't wait, man.
And these shows coming up are going to be cool. Make sure if you're listening to the podcast and if you want to find some cool local music this summer, go check out an Alex Sun show. You got a website, Facebook?
Website, not yet. Website's in the works, but at Alex Sun's Music. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. We're going to keep them active.
Good deal.
That's where you're going to be able to find everything for me, and then we'll announce the website on there when it's finished.
Awesome, man.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's all going to be good stuff. I'll post it up on the KC Tunes page as well, and as well as my studio page. So
let's do it.
Share like crazy.
Rich Tone Productions.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Razor Tone Recording.
Yes, I'm actually looking at the sticker right now.
Yep.
Oh, it looks so good. Man.
I love it. Yep.
Alrighty. Well,
we got a motor revving up outside, man.
Yeah, it's a party.
I know it is. All right.
Open the Heartbreak. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No. And I've been painting pictures of a world I thought I knew for way too many years. Lately I've been living a life I've called my own, controlled by all my fears. And I was told that life and love's a fairy tale for those that live on movie screens. But now I know that if you open up your eyes, you'll see the grass is growing green. Faster than it seems. Oh, every time I told myself rainy days were meant for me, worried how the cards were dealt blind to how it's molding me for brighter days, yes, and love that waits, the hope in the heartbreak. Heartbreak. Life's a big blue ocean with a sandy shore standing at its will. And when the waves come roaring and our hopes begin to drown, our lonely hearts turn ill. But as we learn to stand again and crash at every turn. So when the tide falls, we'll become much stronger than before because of what we've learned. The fire begins to burn. No, every time I told myself rainy days were meant for me. Worried how the cards were dealt blind to how it's molding me for bright days. Love that waits, hoping the heartbreak. The tears fill your eyes. There's no surprise we're blind to our brighter days. Where it fills your soul, you may never know just what hope awaits. Yeah, yeah. And every time I tell myself rainy days were meant for me, worried how the cards were dealt blind to how it's molding me for bright days. Love that awaits, the hope and the heartbreak. Yeah, yes, the hope and the heartbreak. Oh no, the hope and the heartbreak. Hope in the heart